This is a hard topic. So Michael K or Kalar, a friend of mine on Facebook, so we're really best friends, who's in Minnesota. Hey Michael, how you doing? Who's also a vet. Thank you so much, dude. I got a brother who's a Marine as well. My mom and dad and my brother served in the Army. Appreciate that. He asked, and I'm gonna filter this like Instagram would filter it with all the filters and the washes. How do you handle certain customers? How do you handle the ones that you pour your life into and they're just not receiving your work? I think the essence here is, how do you know when you're finished with a client? How do you know when the client in your chair is no longer the client you should be working on? And then how do you tell that said client, you know what, I'm not the best artist for you. I'm not the best magician for you. Well, I'll tell you, Michael, in my 20 years doing hair, I've been fired by way more clients than I've fired. The very first client I ever fired, our conversation over the phone went like this. I'm sorry, Mrs. So-and-so, I can no longer do your hair. Every time you come in, you love your hair when you're here. Once you leave, you don't care for it. Then you come back and I fix it and redo something else, which I'm totally happy to stand behind my work always. Then I fix it, and then she goes home and doesn't like it and comes back. So after 3 visits, she always loves her hair. The lighting in our studios is not the same as the lighting in your house or their office place. And so sometimes the lighting causes a problem. So what I told her was, I am no longer able to do your hair. And I said it like this: I've done all I can do as an artist, as a magician. There's no other rabbits in my hat. There's no doves in my sleeves. There's nothing else I can do as an artist or a magician to make you happy. I would love for you to see somebody else in my salon and let them have a try to make you happy. Maybe it's a personality fit, maybe it's understanding, I'm not getting it, but I just can't keep giving you 9 services for every time you come in to make you happy. I'm sorry this isn't working out. I can no longer do your hair. Michael, I hope that helps, but conversely, being in hair 20 years, I've been fired by so many clients. It's unreal. I'm not the best hairdresser in the world. My goal every day is to be the best hairdresser on my mat, in front of my mirror, for my said client. And I had a friend of mine whose wife called me one day and said, Terry, I've been going to the same hairdresser for 10 years. The last few times, they've just not wowed me. Will you please take me as a client? What I told her was, I would love to take you as a client, but you're in a 10-year relationship. Before you divorce your hairdresser, I would like for you to go back in and say these simple things. Hey, look, we started off, we got along well, you wowed me at the beginning. The last few times, I've been underimpressed, underwhelmed. If we can't get back on track, I'm gonna need to find somebody else. So this video really is how not to fire a hairdresser and how to not fire a client, but maybe fire a hairdresser and maybe fire a client. It happens, it's not negative, it just is in our business. I don't fit all the needs of every single person in the world. Can you imagine that, Mike? I am so offended I can't make everybody happy. We have to get past that kind of and say, look, I'm not the best for you, you're not the best for me, let's move on. Just like a dating relationship, you know? Maybe you want children and get married, maybe they don't want children and don't want to get married. I don't know what it is. Just be open and honest and say, hey, look, it's time to move on. I'm not mad, hope you're not mad. Let's find you a hairdresser that meets your needs. Or, I'm not happy anymore, Terry, in your chair. Can you recommend somebody else that I can go see? Or can you make me happy again? Both are very valid and open and raw. And most people in our community, they don't want to be open and honest. They want to hide behind filters and the keyboard. But in the old days, we didn't have that. So in the old days, we just talked straight and honest. So the best policy is honesty. Be straight up, be straightforward, and tell them what you're thinking. Listen, recap what they said, and then give replies and answers to what they said. And take the emotion out of it, because emotions are lies. Your emotions lie to you all the time. The truth is always the truth. Gravity always works. Hope that helps, Michael. And if you guys are in Minnesota, go see him. He's an amazing hairdresser.